Saturday, about to hit shoulders before I train my clients. Today's workout, fueled by Rockstar. Alright, so before we start the workout, look at some tunes going. Urban Legend by T.I., one of my favorite albums ever. The first 4 tracks, man, too good. We're gonna start off with lateral raises. I'll show you how I do them. So check this out. I begin with 10 pounds. I do 25 reps. Then I jump 5 pounds up to 15 and I do 15 reps. And then I end it off with 10 reps with 20 pounds. Now we're gonna rest 3 minutes and then we're gonna do the lateral raise circuit the reverse way. Have your timer handy. Doing it in reverse order and starting with the heaviest dumbbells first is gonna be easier than the first time around. A 5-pound jump between the dumbbells is more than enough. If you're not that strong on lateral raises, you can always start with 5-pound dumbbells. I got this from Paul Carter from Lift Run Bang. Shoutouts to him. So I had my hoodie on because it was chilly in here earlier. All warmed up now. Things are heating up. Next move, we're gonna do a variation, any variation you would like, of rear delt flies. All I care about is if you can feel the contraction in your rear delts. So check out the setup. This is my own little do-it-yourself reverse pec deck. Let me show you guys. So we're gonna do 4 sets of 20 reps, 3-second pause at the top. This one right here, I'm using only 5-pound dumbbells. You're probably not gonna be able to go heavier than that, honestly. We are doing 4 sets of 20 reps and each rep with a 3-second pause. Honestly, you can probably get a lot out of 3-pound dumbbells as well. I don't see anyone doing this with 10 pounds. So with this move, it's not an ego lift. I'm only using 5 pounds. You don't need to go heavy. It's more about the contraction. This has been really good for building up my shoulder, especially my rotator cuff, as well as my rear delt after surgery. See, when I force it to contract, that muscle actually has to work to hold everything in position and my shoulders stay safe. Another tip, so I actually don't hold the dumbbell right in the middle. I actually hold it at the ends like this. This way I can drive with my pinky and hold that contraction at the end. Just as you would the handles on a reverse pec deck. The rear delts are a really small muscle group, and I find that for me what works best personally is doing a lot of reps. Typically in a week, I'll get in 150 to 200 reps. With the rear delts, I like to work with lighter weights and go for high reps rather than going heavier, because I find when I go heavier, the other muscles in my back tend to take over. This is so good. Watermelon, sugar-free. This can is only 20 calories. Rear delts are done. That's the most grueling part of my shoulder workout. Now we can finally get to the fun stuff, the pressing. Alright, just changed into my pressing attire. As the workout goes on, more clothes just come off. All for this guy. Adam, you like the fan service? It's number 1, only at the pecs. So for the pressing, I don't do too much volume, keeping it on the end of higher intensity. So I work up to 2 sets of heavy 8. So I'm just gonna keep jumping 10 pounds until I get to that 8. Started with a 30 for 10. Now I'm gonna jump to the 40 for 8. So each 10 pounds I go up, I drop 2 reps. We're just acclimating, guys. Getting ready for that top set. So I just realized something. It's been exactly 4 months since I had my surgery. It's March 4th. I went in for surgery on November 2nd. Surgery is amazing nowadays. Look how tiny my scars are. I can barely even see that one. It's almost faded. I have one in the back. If you guys haven't noticed, I actually leave the heavy pressing towards the end of the workout, right after I get through lateral raises and the rear delts. I find that this way, I kind of pre-fatigue the shoulders prior, and then I can hit it much harder at the end, because for me, my triceps always tend to take over on pressing movements. This is what I use to counter that. That was a really tough set. So I use 65. I'm gonna take off 5 pounds, go down to 60. I'm gonna bang on another set of 8. And that'll be it for the pressing. So, had surgery not too long ago. So all I'm gonna do is work up to 2 heavy top sets. I want you guys to work up to 2 sets of 8. The second set, you're gonna drop it by 5 pounds. Since we're only doing 2 sets, keep the intensity high. The first set I use 65 pounds. The second one right here, I'm using 60 pounds. 2 sets is all good and all you need if you really push the intensity and go really, really heavy. So to finish off, we're gonna finish with 100 plate raises. I bring the plate over my head so I get my traps too while hitting my shoulders. Usually I can get this done in about 7 minutes. So today I'm gonna try to set kind of like a time PR, 6 minutes or less. 6 minutes. Let's go. So, like a week after surgery, I had no shoulder whatsoever. Like this was swooped down. There was no muscle here. That's probably my biggest fear, getting smaller after surgery. But I'm very, very pleased with how quick everything came back. "45 seconds. Let's go. Last 25. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was my shoulder day and what I've been doing for one of my workouts to help get my size back after surgery. And man, it's been paying off. So y'all definitely gotta give it a try. Thank you so much for watching. Coach D out.